Okay, I have a question. If Can a USB device trigger a total shutdown of your PC? I'm so sorry, you guys. My screen turned green and then everything cut off. And then my PC like shut down and then turned right back on again. Like shut down, restarted. And then when it turned on, this is the second time this has happened now, and it claims it said something about the last USB device wasn't recognized, and it's my second camera. And if I go to my my Lego scene, my camera doesn't show up. And if I go to my devices, it stopped responding. That camera might have an issue, or the USB port might. Okay. That's good to know. We'll just move over to my game, which it's 30 minutes in anyway. So I've got to switch over to my game anyway. Hey, it's Gail. I'm doing great. I had a really rough day yesterday, and I'm doing a lot better today. Yesterday was really hard. I struggled a lot yesterday. I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I felt like my stream was a mess. My brain was kind of all over the place, and I had a really hard time like focusing, and it was so bizarre. But today I feel much better, and I almost feel like it's honestly just kind of an added, I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was yesterday, but it was just a really hard day. And last night, Auden gave me a really hard time when I was trying to put her to bed, and I was just feeling really overwhelmed, and I was just super, super frustrated. Say on the camera, secondary one, is it a USB cable that you can change or built-in cable? Wait, what do you mean? Is it like, you mean like the USB camera has its own USB cable attached, and then that is actually attached to an extension. Like it's like a USB extension cord. But I guess technically I don't have to do that. I could probably put it over here and I wouldn't have to use an extension cord. Do you think it's the extension cord? Maybe. I mean, I'm not going to try now since I'm streaming, but I'll have to I don't know if I'll have time to mess around with it tonight. Oh, and remember when I got a new phone and I'm switching to Android and from iPhone, and I thought my phone wasn't unlocked? Yeah, well, apparently that was user error. And the company I'm with, TrackPhone, you have to get a new SIM card every time you get a new phone because your SIM card is basically like attached to your previous phone. And so I contacted TrackPhone today and was like, I have now purchased the phone I have like the new phone I got does have eSIM, but I don't think TrackPhone utilizes it. I think TrackPhone only offers eSIM cards for iPhones right now. And TrackPhone is like heckin' cheap, man. It's so cheap. I pay like $15 a month and I get, well, it depends, but I can pay, you know what? I can pay $20 a month and get 4 gigs of data and unlimited talk and text. And that's a lot of data for like 20 bucks. I don't know. How many build sessions do I left? That is a great, hey, it's Choppa. Okay, so $15 a month. And Grandpa, thanks for the lurk. Appreciate that. $15 a month plus 1 gig of data, which I've used a couple times. The data rolls over, but since I'm at my house a lot and I'm on Wi-Fi a lot, it kind of depends on what my Wi-Fi usage is. If I notice my Wi-Fi or my data is low, I'll get a higher Wi-Fi plan, or like data plan. But if I'm like, dude, I've got like 3 gigs saved up, then I'll just buy the 1 gig plan. Yeah, $35. And to be totally honest, I don't know what Ander pays because Ander uses way more data than me. So I'm not entirely sure what he pays, but apparently I need a whole new SIM card to make my phone work. So the last phone I purchased would have worked if I had just known what to do, but there were no instructions. There was no way for me to know that. And so when the second thing, when it happened a second time today, where when I booted up the phone, it said it was a Verizon device. It was supposed to be unlocked. And then it said like, this is not a Verizon SIM card. I was like, okay, well, if this is happening with two different phones, then this is my fault. This is something on my end. So I looked it all up and looked all these different things up and talked to TracFone, and they were like, yeah, you need a new SIM card. And I thought, oh, well, if I would have known that, I would have purchased one the day that I bought my phone, and then they would have gotten here on the same day. But apparently I can go buy one at Walmart, but I'm just annoyed. I'm irritated that there just weren't any instructions. There was no way for me to know that. That would have been really helpful to know. Anyway, I'm trying to make the switch from an iPhone to a Android because I'm tired of the Apple cult and the way that they wrap everything in these special, super tiny, whiny little encrypted boxes that you only can use specific apps for. I'm just tired of it. I also can't afford to stay in the Apple realm anymore. So, you know, it is what it is. But I'll have to mess around with, oh, what? Oh, that's loud. Oh, no, that is not. Now that's quiet. Weird. Okay, well, now my sound's going to be all off, but that's okay. So I had to figure that out today. And then, so I've got to get myself a new SIM card to work with that. But ultimately I did get a better phone because I ordered another one while I sent the other one back, and it's this really pretty cream color. It's a Galaxy S23. It's this really pretty cream color, and I like it a lot better than the black one I ordered originally. So I was like, What Android did you get? DS walked into a lake with his phone in his pocket. I got the S23. But I'm gonna have to mess around because that's the second time my PC's done that, where the green screen, like it had a green screen and my computer like shut down, but then reset immediately. And then both times when it booted up again, it said something about a USB device. But now that I'm thinking about it, I could probably transfer that camera and just move it over here, and then I wouldn't need the extension cord, the USB extension cord. Okay, hold on. I gotta mess around with sounds. Salty, how are you? Oh no, it sounds fine. Everything sounds fine. Right? Yeah. Words on Stream is working today. Cool. Sorry, we had some technical issues, which is a bummer, but it's all right. It's okay. It's totally fine. We are, okay, so, okay, we have some, timed levels to do now, but we also need to do origin paintings because origin paintings will also give us teensies. And once we get teensies, we can unlock the Granny's World Tour, which is all the 8-bit music levels. Yeah, see, I Googled it. I Googled green screen, computer shut down green screen, and I couldn't find anything, anywhere. Reddit even failed me. And they thought I was talking about like a tinted green screen, but this is where the screen goes completely green and then the computer like shuts down, or it doesn't even shut down. The colors, like the lights will still be on, but it'll be quieter. It's almost like it's just like barely functioning. Maybe I see green because I use TVs. I don't know. But this TV is a Scepter brand, which is kind of ghetto, I guess. This one's a Philips, but this one is a Scepter brand, which I've never really heard of, but I got it off of Facebook Marketplace. What are you going to do? I'd actually love to mount them, at least this one on the wall. I don't know if I could mount that one because it kind of has to come out. Like it's at an angle, but this one could probably be mounted on the wall. That would be really nice. But we've been using TracFone for a while and we really like TracFone. I've never had any issues with it, but I just did not know that I needed a new SIM card. So now I'm just annoyed because I could have had all of this handled a week ago, but I did get a better looking phone. I think it's prettier. It's got this cream background with like this gold lining around the outside. It's really pretty. And I was like, I like that better. Scepter is the Samsung that doesn't make QC. I've had one for 10 years. Oh, well then there you go. Apologies, Scepter. I'm so sorry. Apparently I was wrong. It's only a sudden shutdown. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to mess around with the camera and see. As far as what VT asked about how many builds I have left, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I can build for about a half hour at a time, but I feel like I've made it at least halfway through the instructions. What I need to do is get the 3D instructions, and you know what? I'm gonna write that down because that is part of my problem. I get all my refurbished tech from Back Market. They have rarely ever steered me wrong. 3D Lego instructions. How does the sound on y'all's end? Does it sound okay? It's probably kind of quiet, but it's just quiet. Quiet like ukulele. But let me know if I need to adjust it. Okay, this is a dark Rayman level, which means it's gonna be the bane of my existence. So I have to get to the Jester Teensy in under 40 seconds, or he's gonna be set on fire. His firework is gonna go off. 50 seconds for the king, 60 seconds for the queen. But let's be honest, I'm not just gonna rescue one or two. I have to get all three. But this is a dark Rayman level, so that means he's going to, he's gonna, what the hey? Oh. Cool. But that means he's going to follow my every move. I think I have to destroy. Oh, okay. All right. We have to kill the frogs. Okay. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, all right. That was good. That was doable. That was fine. Oh! Oh, that was stressful. Okay. Oh, that's right. I'm being timed. Oh, I completely forgot. How? Oh my gosh. Oh! Shoot, I missed the Jester, and I'm not gonna... Oh, okay, I got two. Did not get one. S21 currently. I've been on the Samsung wagon since S9. It's a really pretty... Not yet. Not for another, like, half hour. No, I have an alarm that goes off on my phone, and Alexa tells me, we won't forget, don't worry. But we are gonna need shoes because it's really hot outside, so it'll burn your little feet if we go barefoot. I go barefoot to the bus stop all the time. It's a beautiful phone. The screen is really pretty, but it is definitely a different interface. Yeah, my feet will burn. They sure will. Okay, I feel like I can do this, but that last one is bonkers to me. Gotta save every second. Okay, that was good. 22 seconds. So you're supposed to use that. Okay, I gotcha. I think I'm supposed to... Oh, shoot. Really? Oh my gosh, I did it. No, I didn't. Oh, biscuits. It's DJ Chew Wednesday. I don't know how to do that. And there's gotta be... Okay. I can't let that little teensy go. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Every mistake costs me valuable seconds. I prefer the teensies because their movements just seem more... They seem faster to me, but I actually don't know. I could be wrong. I think everybody moves the same, but I could be wrong. And I don't think spinning makes me go any faster. Oh, maybe it does. Shoot, I'm at 20... I don't know. Do I run up the... Oh, I think I run up the wall. I remember doing these levels so long ago, but I don't remember how they were done. I don't remember, like... Cool. Great. Great, great, great. Yeah, it's definitely a very different interface with Android, and I'm aware of that. And so I got a deal. I mean, obviously I bought it refurbished, but I have this iPhone 13 to trade in, and so I can get like $200 for the iPhone, which means the Android phone will only have cost me like $100 or something. But I just am worried I'm gonna hate it so much that I'm scared I'm gonna trade in my phone and then I'm gonna be screwed. Yeah, that's how you do it. Bam. Boom, baby. Proud of myself for that one. So I have like a month to... No. I think I have like 3 weeks from when I made the order when I'm supposed to send my phone in for the trade-in, and I'm really worried that I'm just not going to be able to handle the switch, only because I've been on an Apple phone pretty much ever since I've had a smartphone, and I've had Macs all my life, and so I know the interface really, really well. But I also have PCs, and so I know how to work PCs as well. Maybe not as well as like a Mac, but I know how to use them like pretty well. I don't know. So I'm really worried I'm just going to absolutely hate it. But at the same time, like, what do I do then? I can't stay with my iPhone, because eventually I'm either going to have to get a new one, and which I'm not going to be able to afford, or I'm going to, and every day that I keep this phone, it depreciates. And so the trade-in value won't be as high. Phones are getting more expensive, and I don't have a MacBook I use anymore. And so it makes more sense for me to have an Android phone, because now I work with PCs. It's much easier to go from Apple to Android. Oh, that's good news. Thanks, VT. Appreciate that. Cool. I don't think I have to actually kill the baddies. I don't think so. Whoa! Okay, that was cool. Was I supposed to do that? I don't... No! Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I just speed ran and skipped a thing. Oh my gosh. I think I might have just wasted time. I don't know. What the heck? Is this supposed to be like a secret tunnel, or like what is this situation? I did it! First try! First try! But you switched from Mac to PC, so the worst is behind you. I'm sure I can probably do it, but maybe I'll hate it. I don't know, but like, am I gonna really hate it so much to be like, oh, I hate this phone, it sucks so much. I mean, it's an S23, which is a relatively newer model, so it's not... I had a friend that told me, well, I switched from Apple to Android for, you know, I tried that switch and it was terrible. I bought this old Android, like a cheap old Android, and I was thinking, well, Nadoy, if you're gonna buy a cheap old Android then and go from like a nice new iPhone to an old cheap Android, then no, yeah, of course you're gonna hate it. But it's a very pretty phone. It's really pretty. The screen is really vibrant. It's really, really pretty. And so I don't know. I think I can do it. Hey, it's Chiron. I'm sure there will be a learning curve, but at the same time, this is something that happens in tech. I don't consider myself an IT person, obviously. I don't speak the PC language. Like I ask for help from all of you computer speaking people, PC speaking people. But I know enough about computers and phones to pretty much kind of know what I'm looking for. Like if I need to find a setting, then I will scroll through the settings and be like, okay, I'm looking for the general information about my phone. I need to find an IMEI number. Well, it'll probably be under general settings. Okay, it's a good place to start. So I start scrolling. Bluetooth, nope, that's not it. Wi-Fi, nope, that's not it. Mobile network, nope, that's not it. Sound and haptics, nope, that's not it. Sorry, that's an Apple thing. Sound and notifications, that's not it. So I feel like I'm a relatively smart enough person to deduce where to find that information. Whereas I meet a lot of people in my life that are like, well, I just don't know where to find that. What do you mean I'm supposed to find that setting? And I'm like, okay, let's just think logically about what you're looking for. You're looking for phone information. Do you think that's going to you're going to find that in your email? Well, no, probably not. Okay. Do you think you're going to find that in a game? Well, no, I'm not going to find that in a game. Okay, let's logically look at where you're going to find that information. And you're right, most phones now you can just type in what you're looking for and they'll find it for you. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just saying I've met so many people in my life. My mom was one of them that could change so, like, I don't understand how she got her settings so messed up to where we had to backtrack for so long. I was like, what have you been clicking? Where have you been going? No wonder you're having problems with your phone. Like, let's think logically about where you're supposed to, where you are looking to find this. And I didn't want to shame, but I was like, I don't understand how you can mess up your settings so badly when all you're trying to do is turn on your Bluetooth. I mean, it's not, I don't think it's rocket science, but for a lot of people, it is rocket science. So going from an Apple to an Android, I feel like I'll probably be okay because I can mostly work phones and I can mostly be like, okay, well, obviously they may not be exactly the same, but obviously there's a settings app and there's a settings app in the Apple phone and there's a settings app in the Android phone. So clearly they're going to have the same stuff. And actually, I feel like my iPhone doesn't have as many settings as the Android does. But this just goes to show you, this just is the same story of the lady that was at Walmart and she was in the self-checkout. Wait, didn't I do this already? I swear I did this already. Did I not? Oh, I think I quit because I was mad about it. I think I was like, you know what? I don't like this. We're going to stop because this sucks. That's right. I think it was this that gave me that I couldn't ever do it fast enough. That was my problem. Boo, boo. There were way more settings in the Android, way more settings about like accessibility and schedules. My iPhone doesn't have schedules or like modes, or apparently you can change notification sounds as opposed to like phone sounds. Like if somebody calls you, you can have that at a different volume than the notifications, which is mind-boggling to me because that is not the way it works on an iPhone. So you're not really a fan of the default home screen. You can legit just download and install a different home screen. Oh, really? Oh, like a watch face. Maybe. I'm also kind of hoping if I like the Android interface, then maybe I'll get a Galaxy Watch. Because they have them for pretty, oh, you can? I didn't know you could do that with an Apple iPhone, but you know what? There's a very good chance that you can, and I just haven't taken the time to like look at it. I don't know. Who knows? It's been a while since I've dug into the settings of my phone because it's, I don't know, my phone works just fine and I don't have any issues with it the way that it is right now. So I haven't had issues other than the fact that I have to freaking, oh, I just wasted a second. Biscuits. Ooh, we're getting there. Oh, dude. Okay, you can't jump. Can't jump. Can't jump. I hate this level. We're going to go to Origins here soon because these levels stress me out, give me a lot of anxiety, and they frustrate me a lot. And doing it on a screen is like, doing it on stream, like in front of an audience, is like 10 times more stressful. My thumb hurts. Everything is hurting. Everything is numb. But hopefully I can... Oh! That one ruins it every single time! How are you supposed to time that jump? I hate that jump. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever the case, I have to make the jump. I have to make the switch because... Okay, get this. I think I've explained this before, but listen. My phone, my iPhone, will not connect and show... I'm sorry. It will not... I can't put things on or off of it. I can't take things off of it or put things on it on this PC, okay? It shows up as a USB device, but it doesn't show up in iTunes, Apple devices, the Finder window or the exploration window or whatever, any of that, okay? So it will show up under all those things on my laptop. Awesome, okay? I can put music on it. I can put audiobooks on it. I can put pictures on it, all that stuff. But what I wanted to do was pull all my photos off of the phone and put them directly onto my external hard drive, which has thousands of pictures on it from Charlotte's whole entire life and then our life before Charlotte, thousands of pictures on it. It's like I think it's a 1 or 2 terabyte external hard drive. But My external hard drive will not show up in the Explorer window of my laptop because my laptop is Windows 11. So if I want to transfer all my pictures off of my phone, I have to pull them off of my phone onto my laptop. And then I either have to, maybe I could do it Bluetooth. Maybe I could connect my laptop to this PC. But my options are to either do it in small batches from my laptop to my PC wirelessly, upload them to Google Photos, and then re-download them on this PC, or take small batches of them and put them on a thumb drive, put them in my laptop, and then put them in my PC. I mean, are you kidding me? That's insane. I'm like, darned if I do, darned if I don't, because it won't read my phone. This PC won't read my phone, and my Windows PC or my Windows laptop won't read my external hard drive. And if I just had all my pictures, well, I would have to pull them all off my phone anyway before I get a new phone, like before I switch over to my Android. So either way, now I'm stuck doing one of those things because I have to. I think I downloaded the pictures from my phone onto my laptop, but now it's like, cool, great. I have Google Drive, but that's just so many extra steps. I can grab a driver for the HDD on the computer, on this PC, or on, for the HDD. So you're saying on my laptop. And then the laptop was like, you can reformat it for this laptop, but then are you saying if I reformat it, I can't interchange it between this PC and my laptop then? Because that sucks. I want to be able to like interchange them. They're both PCs. I thought that would work. But if I want to format it, then I have to take all those thousands of videos and pictures off to reformat it. I've already reformatted it once. Did I reformat it for my Mac? Oh my gosh, I think that's it. I'm having memories now. Oh my gosh. I'm having memories. I think I did that. I think I pulled all the pictures off of the external hard drive and put them on my PC so I could make the external hard drive totally wipe it clean. And then I think I did reformat it for a Mac. So it's my own fault. So I dug this grave. Do you remember? Shoot! So I totally screwed myself over. Okay, all right, okay. It's fine. So either way, I'm going to have to reformat it. So what I need to do is I need to not do this level because it's stressing me out. What I need to do is I need to plug the external hard drive into this PC because it used to work on this PC. I need to plug the external hard drive into this PC, see if it works. And if it does, then I'll be totally baffled. If it doesn't, then yes, my memory is telling me that yes, I reformatted it to Mac because that's what I used to use for my laptop. And I wanted to be able to utilize like all the pictures and stuff, but maybe how many do I have? I need 400. Well, those challenging levels are not going to do much for me if I need 400. 260 though, that will help me a lot. Okay, this is the original Rayman Origins game. Here you'll find 5 new worlds full of new paintings with many teensies to save. So this is the original, like when Rayman Origins was released on the Wii/Wii U and the PlayStation and all that stuff. These are the original levels from that, but they have revamped them to give them Rayman Legends type, a Rayman Legends type feel. They're the same levels, but all the lums are different. There was a different way that the lums happened that was really frustrating actually. It was like this little song would play when you got like a big lum or something, and all the lums you got during that little song were worth twice as much, but they made them like 5 times harder to get. And I feel like Legends smoothed that out so the lums are easier to get. So I appreciate the way that Legends did it because Origins was totally brutal. Oh. The levels and the music and everything is all great, and I love them. And they have been a little bit kind of revamped just a little bit, but obviously 10 teensies have been added throughout the level as well, which isn't what used to happen in, you didn't save teensies in Rayman Origins. It was like, I think you just went through and just I don't know, but they added 10 teensies throughout each level. And then they took those special little levels, like those little levels that you rescue, like the king and the queen. Those were just kind of little weird little mini levels in Rayman Origins, but they just added a teensy king and a teensy queen. Yeah, so I feel like that was what I did. I think I took off all the videos and pictures. So at this point, my best bet would probably be to put them all in a cloud. Put them all in the cloud and then just re-download them when they're done, because I don't want to have to sit and like plug in an external hard drive. You know what I mean? Like I'd have to download. I would have to take, because it's all formatted for a Mac, and I'm thinking out loud, because it's all formatted for Mac. That means on my MacBook, that means I have to take all the videos off, and I either need to put them in the cloud or I need to put them on some sort of external hard drive. But putting them on a little like thumb drive is going to take so much time, because yes, I have an external hard drive that has a good chunk of memory on it, but it's not a terabyte where I mean, not that my whole terabyte is full, but still, I'm so annoyed at myself for not thinking. But I guess I was thinking in my head, yes, I will have a MacBook for the rest of my life, which is stupid, because even then I knew that wasn't even an option. Like I knew that someday I was not going to be able to have a MacBook. I knew that someday I was going to have to like concede and be like, you know what? I'm not going to be able to afford a MacBook forever. And I feel like they have gotten smaller. Like I feel like Apple keeps taking things away, but making their screen smaller. Like, why would I purchase a MacBook that has an 11-inch screen that maybe has all the fancy bells and whistles that a Mac has, but I could get a 15-inch laptop screen that's like from an HP that's still a perfectly working computer for half the price? That's so stupid. I don't want to work on, like, if I wanted to work on a tiny screen, I'd work on my phone. I need a bigger screen for a laptop. Not because I'm old, but because I just want... That gets expensive in the cloud. Get an NAS, network storage, and drop them all there. What is an NAS? Is that something you buy? Is that something... Oh, I hear a secret. I think it's secret down here. Is that like a software, or is that like a... Also, can we just appreciate the didgeridoo kind of situation going on here? Network attached storage. Okay, I've never heard of that in my life. Explain it to me, please, because whatever's the easiest. I mean, if I have to sit and do a thumb drive, like I will. But I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. Boo! And I brought this on myself. You know what? I brought this on myself by being an Apple customer in the beginning. Like, I should have known better, but I didn't know better. Because my dad always had Macs, and so I just always thought that was just the way things were done. But then Apple makes you feel like you're part of this weird group, because then all these text messages are blue from people with iPhones. But then they're also green from people that are Androids. And when you see the green, you go, Which is stupid. So stupid. It's a hard drive with a network card connected. It's like an external hard disk, but you just plug it into your network and can access it like a printer. How have I not known about this before? That sounds amazing. Okay. Note to self. Oh, okay. This is a note to self. Look up NAS. Is this supposed to like come down, or like, am I supposed to be able to make it up there? I don't think so. It's a storage drive that attaches into the network, where as long as you are on the network, you can upload or download to it. You control the size of drives in it. So how much are we talking? How much do these things cost in NAS? Although you said cloud storage can get expensive, so I imagine it's cheaper than cloud storage. I mean, what would be ideal is to have something Andrew and I could both access together, because like he has a bunch of stuff as well, because he does a whole bunch of stuff with his you know, with his like fishing. He's got lots of footage and lots of pictures and things like that. So it would kind of, ideally, it would be nice to have something we could access together, but at the same time, maybe we would need too much for that. I don't really know. We have Google Drive. We do have Google Drive. We share a Google Drive. I don't know. You know what I really need is time. That's really what I need. On time costs $60 plus to thousands of dollars. Oh, you're saying cloud storage can be like upwards of thousands of dollars. I just need cloud storage for like 1 month to just upload my videos or upload my things. Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. And then I would re-download them and then cancel the cloud storage. But I don't even know how much I would need. Like, I don't know. Oh, on time costs 60 plus to thousands of dollars. Oh, you're saying, oh, for one time. Okay, so you're saying it depends on the, it depends on what you're looking for. Like, it depends on however much you're asking for. Like, you could get $60 worth or you could get thousands of dollars worth. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I'm gonna have to look into that because, like I said, no, I forgot that thing. Oh, I can go back. Okay, good. I brought this on myself. I'm pretty sure I formatted it for my Mac, and suddenly, all of a sudden, I'm realizing that it is my fault and that I straight up did this to myself. But I just feel like Apple's products are, and listen, I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to tell people that they shouldn't use Apple or anything like that. That's not my goal. But I just think for what they're offering at this point, I feel pretty like it's not really worth my money anymore, because I feel like I could get something, not to mention like this Android phone I got is seems like a pretty solid phone, and it was half the cost of an Apple. So I'm not trying to be an Apple hater because I really like Apple for the most part, but I just don't like that they're pricing out a bunch of people and that it's really, I'm not the type of person to just have brand loyalty. Just because it's an Apple product, I'm gonna get it. I'm willing to move around. 64 terabytes, good gravy. That's so much space. What? Oh, that's right, Papa is home. Surprise, I forgot. Would start from about 250 for the cheap budget, and from there you could spend thousands. Okay. Almost. No, she's not in the road. Okay, 355. Okay, that was 10 down. Tech your nerds unite. Wonder Twin powers activate. Like I said, what I honestly need is just time. I just need time to just sit and do what I need to do. Oh, I forgot about the mosquito. Oh my gosh, I love the mosquito. He's great. This is the only mosquito I like. Oh, this is where the kazoo comes in. Can you guys hear the kazoo? Gotta make sure to collect all the... Do those guys... Oh, they give you lums. If you shoot all of them, they give you lums then. Oh, this is a 3 teensy level. Okay. This game is so wild. Oh my gosh. Ooh, I want those. Thank you. This kind of game humor is my kind of humor. Just so weird and doesn't make a lot of sense, but is just so funny. I totally forgot about these levels though. Oh. Oh, see? There's our alarm saying it's time to check the app and possibly go get, not possibly, go get Sissy. But the reality is, if any of you guys have played the original Rayman, it's also kind of unhinged as well. Not quite this bad, but like it's weird. It's got some really bizarre... Alexa, stop, please. Okay, it seems to me like Anders gonna go get Charlotte from the bus stop. Ooh. There's so much going on. Oh! Oh, shoot. Oh, so it's my bad. All right, fine. I guess I take responsibility for that. Do any of you... Okay, wait, Chiron, you listen to audiobooks. Do you get them from your library or do you get them from Audible? Because I need to talk to somebody at my library because I feel like way back in the day when I used to listen to audiobooks like all the time, I feel like I could check them out. Oh, shoot. I didn't. Okay. This music is out of it. Okay. I feel like originally when I used to check out audiobooks, I used to be able to get them for 21 days. And now I only ever get them for 14 days. And if you get a 16-hour audiobook and you're given 14 days to listen to it, I think 14 days is just not enough. That's just not enough. You have to listen to, I did the math. You have to listen to, at minimum, who the heck are you? What is your job? Oh my goodness. Wow, he just Kirby'd me. Partly due to funding. Okay, so that's part of it. Like 14 days is not long enough. So I actually rarely ever check books out from the library. That's why I stopped listening to audiobooks, because I don't have time to finish a book in 14 days. I can finish it. I could probably finish it in 21 days, but I cannot finish it in 14 days. Oh, he can suck those in. All right. Oh, he sucked me again. Hey, it's Trekkie. We're flying on the back of a mosquito. Fighting a giant bird. I completely forgot about this entirely. This is the second level. Like, I totally forgot about this. Oh, there he is. So I don't check books out from the library because I can't finish them in time. And then I don't want to have to. Okay, so here's my issue with this. If I were, let's say that you keep the 14 days, that's fine. But if you're gonna only check out a book for 14 days, then I feel like you should be able to renew that book at least one time before it goes to the next person, because 14 days just isn't long enough for most people to finish an audiobook. But if somebody has a hold on it, you cannot put another, you can't renew it, which sucks. So I don't ever check books out from the library anymore because I don't have time to finish them. And I don't want to get invested in a book and then suddenly like lose it because it goes to the next person that has a hold on it and then not get it back for another 6 to 8 weeks and then totally forget the story. It's such a bummer. I don't know. It irritates me. So what I would do is make a local copy of the audiobook on my computer and use Audiobook Shelf to stream it to my phone. Okay, wait a minute. I think they can't buy as many copies, so they shorten how long you can keep it so the book gets back into circulation. Okay, wait. How do you make a local copy of an audiobook from Audible? Now, what I have done before is I have gotten the discs from I've gotten the discs from the library, ripped the discs, and then I put them on my computer and then I can listen to it. But then I'm honest and I delete all the files afterward because I know that's technically piracy. And I've always felt like I want to be honest. Now I'm kind of wishing I would have kept all those files. How are you supposed to listen to a book like 11/22/63 by Stephen King that's like 1,000 pages long in 14 days? Even if you speed it up, it's not even possible. I don't know. Okay, they went to go get Charlotte, right? I think they did. I think I heard the door close. Oh, would you look at that? We need that painting. So that's fine. If they want to keep it the 14 days, like, cool. But I'm also like, well, then either let us renew it one time before it goes to the next person. Or if you finish it in that time, then great. You finished it in that time. Awesome. But I don't know. That's why I stopped listening to audiobooks and I went to YouTube and just started downloading all these videos on YouTube to listen to. Or I went to podcasts because I was like, I can't even finish an audiobook. I'd have to, at minimum, I would have to listen for an hour and 15 minutes every single day at a minimum to finish a 16-hour audiobook in 14 days. And I can't do that. Just listen to it at 10 times speed and then listen to it in slow motion. It's so frustrating. Because it used to be that you could pick and like, I get it. If it's a funding thing or whatever, I get it. But I still feel like, I also am like, okay, so maybe it is a funding thing. But what's one more week? Why not just add 7 more days to that? What's one more week? I mean, is that really going to push everything off and everything crazy out of the way? Is that going to screw so many things up if you allow people to check books out for 21 days instead of 14 days? I don't feel like that's that big of a difference. I don't know. I guess I should talk to my library and just say, I just am curious, like how this works. Can you make breaking the DRM is technically piracy. For me, that falls into if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh, that's Stixel. I thought that was Auden. They went to go get Charlotte. Well, my other problem is the library I have now, I could get a whole lot more books at the Austin Public Library. They should base it on book length. If you're going to have a book that's 1,000 pages, then you should easily be given at least a month at the minimum, right? And we all understand that it's a long listen. Like, we get that. So I would be perfectly willing to wait for longer for somebody else to finish it before me. But I also feel like if you're going to get that long of an audiobook, you might as well just pay for the one Audible credit and just get it, because it's so long. That gives you peace of mind. Because an audiobook that's that long, that's like 40 plus hours, that would cost a lot of money. And I understand that somebody had to be paid to do that and all that stuff. So I would much rather just pay the Audible, like pay for 1 month, get 1 free credit, buy that long book, and then you have it forever. Well, no, you don't, because if Amazon wanted to pull it back, then, hey, it's Lindsay. Lindsay's back. Let me go like peek out my door and just make sure they went to go get Charlotte. Give me a second. Oh, sorry. Also, this just in. This was the tag that came on our Bucky's hoodies. Ander got us Bucky's hoodies yesterday on his way home from work. It's a sticker. I did not realize that, but it is absolutely a sticker. Now I know where everybody's Bucky stickers are coming. Poor Ander. I do. It's just to hang curtain rods. Here you go. How are your arms?
They look better.
Dude, what the flip?
This happens every day.
Happens every night.
They get bad during the night, and then they get better during the day.
It's the weirdest thing.
It's only on the inside. It has multiple tiny flowers as its petals.
Yeah, look at that.
The multi-seed process.
Whoa, I've never seen that before.
I know, I looked up close and I was like, wait a minute. They're
Its
like
petals
mini
are
flowers.
Their boat
flowers.
is turning into more boats? Their
Seriously,
petals are
their
more
petals-
flowers?
Yeah. Dude, it's a smart strategy because then they can spread like
Dude,
a bunch of seeds.
dude.
Because like, think about it. Every flower has like a bunch of seeds. So like a bunch of flowers on a flower.
What is DRM? What does that mean? What is that? What is
I
that?
think I know what these are.
I don't know what they are.
I think these are
The
orchids.
audiobook has a
These are the
length. It should be
orchids.
14-hour day of reading estimate.
These are the orchids.
No, those are not orchids. These are like wildflowers.
They're so tiny.
I know. They're
I
teensy.
read about these
Appreciate the
orchids
lurk.
that were about the size of a pen tip.
Hey, Ma, are these?
Oh, that's weird.
Are
And they
these,
grow on
are
other
these
plants.
Hey, Ma, are these flowers that are brought for mourning doves?
Maybe.
Oh.
I don't know. I love you.
Yeah.
But I love you. Oh, 1 4-hour day,
Yeah,
not 14.
also,
Okay, that makes sense.
I love you, and I just brought you a flower. 'Cause
Thank
I
you,
love
sweet darling. I love you too. I love you, baby. Okay, that's right. That's right. That's what that is. And yeah, dude. So you guys want to hear the craziest thing? So Charlotte had this massive allergic reaction when she slept on my pillow last Friday. Okay. No, I'm sorry. It was a week ago. Last Friday. Yeah, because it was. Well, it was on May 9th because it was field day. So what is today? Today is the 14th. Okay, so it was last Friday. So she slept on my pillow that night and she woke up with this itchy rash all over her cheeks and all over her ears and a little bit on her neck, just a little bit. And it was on her arms. Her arms were itchy, just a little bit, not crazy. And so I sent her to school. She was fine, came home. We switched pillows back and she woke up again with like, I took my pillow back and gave her the pillow that I had just barely slept on, the pillow that was normally hers, because I had like taken her pillow. And she slept on that and still woke up with an allergic reaction. And so I was like, okay, we need to switch out your pillow completely. So we got rid of the pillow she was sleeping on and found a different pillow, totally different pillow that was in storage under our bed, put the pillow down, put a new pillowcase on it. She slept on that. The rash on her cheeks went away, but the rash on her arms was still there. And it was very deliberately starting right where her sleeve stopped. It wasn't anywhere on her body underneath her clothes. It was right where her sleeve stopped and then all the way down her arms to her wrists. And it used to be on the tops of her arms and they were red and splotchy all over and they were really itchy. So I washed all her bedding. And then that night I was like, all right, it must be in your, how did we get a second ad? Didn't we just have an ad? Oh, maybe we just had an ad and I'm thinking. Anyway, so I had her sleep on an air mattress on 2 blankets that were folded and in storage in my closet. And she still woke up with the allergic reaction on her arms, but it hasn't come back on her cheeks. And now it's no longer on the tops of her arms. It's now spread to underneath her arms. And during the day, it starts to fade and it starts to kind of go down. And then when she sleeps, she wakes up and the next morning it's back. It can't be our detergent because everything she's wearing is also in our detergent and it went away on her cheeks. What, is it just like certain blankets? That doesn't make sense either because it's not on the rest of her body. It's not on her feet. But now it has also spread just a little bit to her thighs, which is really bizarre, but it's really mild on her thighs. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It's not like we haven't changed anything she's been eating. We haven't changed anything. We all use Dove soap. If it were soap, then it would be all over her body because every time she takes a shower or whatever, it would be all over her body. It's not her shampoo. I even patch tested my shampoo here, my face lotion here, my face wash here, and my perfume here. And we didn't get a single reaction out of any of those things. We patch tested them, put them on in the morning, and then we let them sit on there. She didn't wash them off, and we let those things sit on her arms all day long, and she never had a reaction. So what did she react to? It started when she slept on my pillow, but like, I can't, it's the weirdest thing. And so I've just given up. I'm just like, apparently it's just working its way through your body because it's not all itchy and red up on the tops of your arms. Now it's moved to the bottom of your arms. And one of these mornings, we're probably just going to wake up and it's just going to be gone. And we're going to be like, well, that was weird. It's the weirdest thing. It's taken up a lot of my mental fortitude. Like I think about it a lot and I feel really guilty because I feel like I can't do anything about it and I can't help her. And that just died. And I can't fix it. And so I feel like I've somehow failed her. And my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law have what's called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is, she's tried to explain it to me multiple times and I don't quite understand what it is, but it's some sort of something that goes on inside the body. It's not very common, but it's like your body doesn't produce collagen like it should or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. But because of the Ehlers-Danlos, it makes weird things happen in the body, and it makes like weird reactions happen and whatnot. And so she was like, well, she has our genes, and so chances are she probably has Ehlers-Danlos, which means she probably, you know, she could be allergic. She could just randomly develop an allergy, and then a week later, the allergy could just go away. So maybe there's some truth to that. I really don't know. But she seems to think that at this point, I asked her today, I said, can I come get a blanket at your house and have Charlotte sleep with a blanket from your house instead of a blanket from our house, and see if that makes any sort of difference, because it gets worse every night. It's the weirdest thing. It doesn't make any sense. Are you kidding? Where am I? I can't even tell where I am. Okay, I think I understand. I think I understand how this happens. You're welcome. I love you, babe. Oh. Okay, you can't jump on that. How the fruit do you get up there? Does she have 400 ants in her room? She does not. Luckily, and I actually thought that that was part of the problem, because I'd put all this ant bait. I'd put all this ant bait down. At this point, maybe I should take her to the doctor and see if it's eczema, because Ander has eczema. And it's not itchy to the point where she's like severely bothered by it. I just feel bad because it just looks kind of blotchy. And I just feel terrible because I just feel like I should be doing more. But at this point, I probably should get her in to see a doctor and just ask what the heck is going on here. But I thought maybe it was, I put all this ant bait down. I put all this ant bait down on her, like on her floor, down right along the edge where the flooring meets the, I just got killed. The flooring meets the wall, because there's like a teeny little crack right there between the flooring and the like baseboard. Oh, oh, I gave it to you, didn't I?
I know.
Oh, well, I don't know. I can't help you then. Too bad. I tried. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I think it's the ant bait, because she has this canopy that goes over her bed that comes down past her bed and then like pools on the floor, because it's really long and it just kind of pools on the floor right there, but it's down by her, you know, it's underneath her bed. So I never really thought anything of it. But when I change her sheets, I have to like pull that canopy up and kind of ball it up on top of the bed, change the sheets, and then I have to tuck the canopy back down. And I thought, oh my gosh, what if the ant bait has been absorbed on that canopy, and now she's having an allergic reaction to it. So I took the canopy down, washed all her sheets, changed all her sheets, and no change. So I was like, okay, well, it has nothing to do with the ant bait. I mean, it's just the weirdest thing. So I guess we should take her to a doctor at this point and be like, all right, well, we've done everything. We've eliminated everything. It's the weirdest thing. And I'm so mad about it. Like I said, I just feel like I've failed her. I feel like I've somehow not done what I should, and like I can't fix it. And so I feel like I feel like a bad parent. And I've done everything I can. And even Ander isn't even as worried about it. He's like, it's just going to go away on its own. Like, look, it's kind of been moving that direction on its own. Like, it's just going to go away on its own. So, you know, we just need to, I think it was just an initial first really intense reaction, and her body is just working through it. But I'm like, I just feel like crap that I can't take it away. It sucks. But at least it's not ants. Putting the ant bait down did solve the ant problem. So that was good. But I just feel so bad. That was probably part of the reason I had kind of a bad day yesterday, is because it took up so much mental space, like in my head. I was just like, I can't fix this. And it honestly made me appreciate people who have children that have like really serious issues, whether it's life-threatening allergies, or it's maybe something terminal or something like that. I just thought, I do not understand how you function when you know your child is really sick and there's something wrong and you cannot do anything to help them. Like, what an awful, awful, helpless feeling. So this is just a mild allergic reaction. So I'm definitely not comparing myself to somebody that has a child that has either a terminal illness or anything like that. But like, man, the ant bait hypothesis was interesting, but unless the canopy got liquid bait on it, then thanks to capillary action and got all over the canopy is unlikely. I don't think I did put any liquid. I think it had liquid ant bait. No, I don't think I ever put liquid ant bait down there. I think I put liquid ant bait underneath her nightstand because I thought that's where the ants were coming in, but then I found they were coming in under her bed instead. So I pulled her bed out from the wall and filled it with all these little ant bait granules because I felt like the liquid ant bait wasn't working. And it did. It eliminated it. It eliminated the ant problem, but that also happened so long ago that she wouldn't, like, for her to have an allergic reaction to that now would seem so odd. Oh, see, here's a tricky treasure hunt. Man, they changed all these around. I don't remember this one being in the dark, but... So this is what they replaced with the music levels. Like, this is the one where it's, like, super fast moving. But they, then in Legends, they gave us the... gave us the music levels. Oh. This one's just very precise. You got to jump at the right time, grab onto things at the right time. Yay, we did it. Oh, did we get them all? Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. All right, that's good to know. Because I have the canopy currently like balled up in a pile because I'm just like, I was desperate. I was trying to figure out what it could possibly be. I don't know, because at this point, Anders like, I don't know, it's just going to work its way out. You can't control everything that happens to her. Otherwise, nothing would ever happen to her. I know it's true, but I don't know. It makes me feel so crappy. It makes me feel like, it makes me feel really, really helpless. It makes me feel like I can't, like I said, like I can't help her. But we didn't scratch these all off. Hey, it's Jane. Yo, peeps. Hope all your troubles are teensy today. No, I hope all your troubles are very teensy troubles. I get to go to my youth activity, which is good. We're doing Just Dance. And I'm excited about that. We have a new family in our congregation that, well, it's a single mom and a daughter. And the daughter is not a member of the church, but the mom is. And the mom has expressed interest in getting her daughter to youth activities, which would be great. We actually have a really small group of girls compared to the boys. And so I am just desperate for girls. I'm like, absolutely, let's meet her. Let's figure out who she is. But her mom has not gotten back to me. I've tried to reach out multiple times and her mom hasn't gotten back to me. So I don't know. I was really hoping she'd come tonight, but discussing. At this point, we have no idea what is causing Charlotte's allergic reaction, but it happens, it gets worse overnight. And then the next day it kind of fades, but it has faded from her face to her, from the top of her arms down to like underneath her arms, kind of like right here. And so that's maybe, maybe it's just gonna work itself out. That's what Ander thinks. I don't know, but I've never experienced anything like this before where I haven't been able to find the... Do you think it's eczema, Ander? Because it's not scaly at all, but it is itchy. I don't know. Kickball! That's what we're doing. No, wait. I think the young men, I think the boys have dodgeball planned in like a month. So on the first Wednesday night, we meet together, just us girls, and the boys meet just the boys. And then the second Wednesday night of the month, the girls plan a combined activity for the girls and the boys. And then on the third Wednesday of the month, we meet just girls, just boys again. And then the fourth Wednesday is boys. The boys and the girls are combined again, but the boys are in charge. So we've got a couple. I'm trying to find this level. I should have scratched all these lucky tickets off last night instead of making you guys sit here through this. This is lame. But it is youth led leader supported. So the youth are 100% in charge. And I send text messages and say, all right, so you're in charge of this activity coming up. What can I help you with? And if they don't respond to me, then we show up and there's no activity, because I am not going to step in and be like, oh, well, I'll just plan something. Nope, that is not how I roll. They can plan it themselves. They came up with the idea, and they can like, I've reached out to them. And if they're not gonna respond to me, then I've never had that happen. We came close, but we never actually had that happen where we all showed up and I had to be like, well, we didn't have anybody plan this activity, so what are we gonna do now? I was hoping I got all the this is forever. Did you guys see that there's a new movie being released? I don't remember when, but it's called Primitive War. And it's basically a war movie, but with dinosaurs. Cans of pee. Can of pee. Yeah. I guess I can put that canopy back up. I was really hoping I'd like figured it out. I was like, oh my gosh, that's it. But the weird thing is it only started when she slept on my pillow. So, really? Are you kidding me? All right, well, I'll do lucky tickets later. We'll go to the net. Unless, oh yeah. We can go to the Desert of Didgeridoos. My mom had a didgeridoo. She never learned how to play it like the right way, but it hung on our wall. It was decorative and it hung on our wall. It was really pretty. Are you kidding me? No, I'm Trekkie. I remember liking these levels a lot. Oh, that's right. Because we're running on pianos. We're running on like little pianos. Yeah, see, we're running on like little piano. And the little birds. Oh, I love it. When you land on them. Yesterday was just one of those days where everything all kind of came to a head. Like everything was, you just thought of, I just kept thinking of all the things that were frustrating about, I don't know, all the things that I had to either do or make happen or something. And I just couldn't, I just, like I said earlier, what I need is time. That's what I need. I need time. But I think this Saturday, my mother-in-law is going to watch my girls so I can go down to that, either Ander or my mother-in-law will watch our girls so I can go down to that. Oh, I'm going to lose them. Oh my gosh. That wedding reception, and I think that'll do me some good. And I'm slightly worried about my sister. I think she's got some worries going on right now, and so I need to set apart some time to call her and talk to her and just see how she's doing. You need time. I need a cookie. I will never say no to a cookie unless it has nuts in it, because I am not a nut person when it comes to cookies. But what does that cookie, that reminds me of the pigeon, the duckling gets a cookie. No, raisins do not belong in cookies either. No. Oh, we're moving. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have so much to do. Okay, I gotta get the 3D Lego instruction. I need to switch that camera over to that side. And I need to, oh, okay, can't jump on those guys, those dudes. And I gotta check and see if she needs it. Nope, still haven't heard back. I need to look into NAS. And I need to get a new SIM card for this new phone, which apparently was a thing. I did not know I needed a new SIM card. I love music-based levels. I love them. I just love I don't know. I just love it. I can't explain it. And the fact that this whole level is based around like these instruments and stuff, I love it so much. The little bird. I can't even go that high. Raisins are grapes that have had their soul sucked out. Pure evil. I do love grapes. I do not love raisins in cookies. No bueno. But listen, I'm not gonna gatekeep cookies and say nobody can have raisins in their cookies. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for Andrew to go, I am. And he did. I'm waiting for it. You cannot. I'm gatekeeping cookies. You can't have raisins in your cookies. Yeah, no. Chocolate chips are the only acceptable. Chocolate chips / white chocolate chunks or something. Peanut butter chunks are good. But yeah, I do not appreciate see, this is so much ooh! This is so much more forgiving than Rayman Legends. Rayman Legends or Rayman Origins was so much harder. They give you a lot of chances to get those lums. Whereas if you didn't get them in Origins, they were just gone. There's nothing you could do about it. Okay, I'll help you. Oh my gosh. To be totally honest though, I'm not, it's a nice division of labor you two have. This is cute, what you two have. Wait, I want to get this bird. I am much more of a cookie fan than a cake fan. I don't appreciate cake as much. Like, cake is okay, and I could turn down a piece of cake, but like a good, soft, chewy cookie, no, I don't know if I could turn that down. That seems problematic. Like, why would I want to do that to myself? Just saying. Whoa! This music is so pretty. I love it. And then we get these angry birds that pop out of the... Oh, I bet this is a secret. Andes mints? Okay, well, to be fair, I have actually, on the back of the Andes mints, like, little chunks that you can buy, the little chunks you can use for cooking, there's a cookie recipe that is divine. But I don't think I've ever had Andes mints and brownies, and that sounds amazing. So I'm... Mints and brownies? Yes. Andrew's like, yep. Well, there you go. Andes mints and Andes mints and brownies. Andrew says it's amazing. So therefore it must be. Caramel cookies? What about Anders mints? What about Anders mints, Ander? What do you think about Anders mints? Actually, today when we went to the store, Auden was like, I really want mint Pop-Tarts. And I was like, they don't have mint Pop-Tarts, actually. Not that I've seen. So we looked, and sure enough, not even the Pop-Tart brand has mint Pop-Tarts. I was thinking like chocolate and mint Pop-Tarts. I think that sounds gross for Pop-Tarts, but like mint Oreos, or like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Yeah. Mint and chocolate go together so well. Oatmeal with butterscotch chips. Ooh. See, Chiron, you can tell your daughter she's wrong. You can tell your daughter, in my humble but correct opinion, mint is the best mixed with chocolate. It's an Andes mint with the dimensions of a full-size candy bar. Wait, what is? Oh, Pop-Tarts? I don't know if I've ever had caramel cookies. But you know what? Auden doesn't like chocolate. But okay, Ander has this bag of Rolos that melted in the sun, but he basically brought them because there were some kids at church that if they brought, back when he was bishop, he used to give treats to kids that wore this special ring you get when you turn 8 years old and you get baptized. It's got a picture of the temple on it, this little like engraving of a temple on it. It's a really pretty little ring. Both boys and girls get it. And so Ander was trying to reward them for bringing them, for remembering to wear their rings. But then when he wasn't bishop anymore, they still expected him to give them candy. But we've got a family in our congregation that can't eat food dye. And so Ander was like, well, how do I give them something? And so he came up with Rolos. But then they got they got melted, so they're not quite as good, but they're still fine. And I'm not a huge chocolate person, but I do like chocolate mixed with other things like mint or caramel or peanut butter or whatever. But like a Hershey's Kiss doesn't excite me very much. But like a Rolo, awesome. Rolos are great because they've got the caramel in the middle. And so Auden all the time is like, I don't like chocolate. She doesn't like Oreos. She only wants to eat the cream, right? So she wastes Oreos because I'll give her an Oreo and then she just eats the cream. And so she got a hold of Anders' Rolo bag the other day, and then suddenly she came into me and she was like, Mama, I love these chocolates. And I was like, what chocolates? And she said, these chocolates, these Papa's chocolates. And I found the bag and was like, oh, you've been eating these without permission. Cool. How many have you had? But apparently she does like chocolate just like me. She likes chocolate mixed with something. But she doesn't just like chocolate. But I was like, well, in that case, then you should eat an Oreo cookie. Because an Oreo cookie has the cream mixed in. You know what I mean? It's mixed in. Next time you make brownies, mix mint chips into the batter. Oh my gosh, mint and chocolate is just divine. It's the best. Apparently I need to look for mint Pop-Tarts. But we also buy like the Great Value brand of Pop-Tarts. So that could be why. But I even looked in the regular Pop-Tarts and I couldn't find like the regular Pop-Tart brand. I couldn't find mint or chocolate. I did find like cookies and cream, but I didn't find mint. I love this music so much. What instrument is that? I love brownies. Brownies are the best. Yeah, I like brownies too. I never make brownies though, but you know what? I feel like Ander would appreciate if I made brownies because there'll be times where he'll be like, I really want brownies. I'm like, well, you can make them yourself. But I don't make stuff like that because then I have no self-control and I eat them. That's the problem. Oh, they're a collab with Girl Scouts. Okay. Thin Mints are so good. And Dairy Queen, I think it was last summer, had a Thin Mint, what's it called? Blizzard. And it was so good. It was so great. I always worry about needing to keep most candy bars of any type away from people with allergies because they're processed in a facility that contains whatever kills guests. Truth. Yeah. We usually, like with our youth activities, we usually have to do something along the lines of like chocolate or like if we do sweets, we don't always have to bring treats. It's not mandatory, but if we ever do, you know, we've got that family that doesn't eat food dye. And so that makes things a little difficult. We can't bring like red velvet cupcakes or anything like that. It's got to be, you know, and we do our best. And sometimes people forget, and sweet girl will be like, it's okay. You know, she gets it, but I really try to remember. I don't want to be that person to be like, oh, well, everybody can have one except her. Makes me feel bad. Hey, it's Doom! My favorite food warning label is on peanut M&Ms. May contain peanuts. Just in case you were wondering, these peanut M&Ms might have peanuts. Well, maybe people are maybe people are thinking that they have peanut butter in them, but even still, even if it has only peanut butter and not nuts, it still is going to contain nuts. That was stupid. I just got that heart and it was useless. I don't know. Okay, wait. Brownies. Are you guys edge people or are you non-edge people? Because apparently there's a brownie pan that is specifically for edge lovers. It looks like a Tetris block kind of, and so that way every piece is an edge piece. Makes sense? Maybe hot after cooking. Yeah. Non-edge unless they're frosting. I'm a non-edge brownie eater. I like brownies and I'll take an edge piece if that's all there is, but I would much rather have one. I like my baked goods soft. I like my cake moist and soft, and I like cookies soft. I do not like crumbly cookies. Those are not good to me. I like my brownies soft. I don't like them crispy. do not believe like crispy, hard things should be in soft things. This is why I don't feel like nuts should be in fudge. You know what I'm saying? Call me crazy, but I just think that's that's not the way my brain works. I'll eat the edge in the interest of not wasting money. That's fair. Oh, Chain says corner man, so you get 2 edge pieces. Okay, wait. Hold on. Chiron says, I saw a meme someone made once that said, I stayed clean for a whole year and then my dealer showed up and the image was of Girl Scouts selling cookies. I've always thought that if Charlotte ever got into something like that where she had to like either sell something or whatever and we had to go set up a, you know, fundraise or something, Girl Scouts, whatever it was, I would enlist the help of Ander and he would break dance and I would sing out in front of wherever. Like we'd get like a little karaoke machine. Hey, it's collaboration. Stream's been good. We've been talking. Oh, that was dumb. We've been talking about food. So of course now I'm hungry, but I'm not hungry for real food. I'm just hungry for sweets. Every piece is an edge piece if you cut the pieces big enough. So if you want a whole pan of brownies, then you can have all the corners. It's funny. I am such a, like I really am. I'm such a sweets person. And you know what? Not even sweets, but just like I've said before, I'm just a junk person. I love junk. I love like chips, cookies, crackers. I could just survive. I mean, not for the benefit of my body, but like I could absolutely just eat junk. Trash. Not even like French fries. Yeah, not even like French fries really, but like potato chips, Doritos, popcorn, Dr. Pepper, cookies, candy. Like I love, oh man, that sucked. I love like, you know, like graham crackers dipped in frosting. Like, it's just so much goodness out there and it's all so bad for you. But I love it. I heard Land Rider. Oh no, food poisoning in Italy? Oh, that is so bad. What did you eat? I had a coworker that got food poisoning from eating quail. She went to a restaurant that one of our clients owned that was this really interesting kind of New Orleans style restaurant. And, biscuits. And she got horrible food poisoning from it. Oh! I said I didn't even know quail was like a thing, but I guess that makes sense. But yeah, she said it was really good, but she said it was good, but it was interesting. We went to a restaurant once that had alligator, I think. And then we went to a place in Austin called Jack Allen's Kitchen, and everybody was freaking out about it and telling us it was like the most amazing restaurant they've ever been to. And we were kind of not... Bought a refrigerated pasta dish with meat in it after a couple hours, not being refrigerated. Ooh, yeah, no. That sounds like Ander with his... That sounds like his pot sticker foray. Open face peanut butter and maple syrup sandwich. I have never heard of that in my life.
25 rats.
That's okay, wait. Open face peanut butter and maple syrup? Oh, we almost have... If I do this level, we will have our 400 teensies, and then we can go do the 8-bit levels, which will be awesome. And it's only 4. I feel like this stream has lasted forever. I keep feeling like it's like 4:30. I don't know. I feel like it's been going on forever, but maybe that's because my stream ended abruptly, and I had to start it again because my computer shut down. How long are you in Italy, Landrider? I eat peanut butter and syrup on waffles and pancakes all the time. I don't think I've ever put peanut butter on waffles. But I put syrup on them for the girls. But Auden is very picky with her breakfast foods. Oh, she's also really picky with her bread, apparently. She has not touched a piece of homemade bread since I started making it. She's like, I don't like homemade bread. Great, so you love crap, is what you're telling me. Boo. Oh no. Give me those lums, man. Nah. I love all the music in these levels. I know, so she's basically wrong. Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry, but not only that, but like, you helped me make this bread. Why would you? Not to mention, she loves my mother-in-law's rolls, and this is the same dough that she uses to make the rolls. But she refuses to eat it. She doesn't like anybody's cooking, to be totally fair. She's just, well, she's like me. I really only have myself to blame. Although I eat real food, but she just wants to eat goldfish crackers and just, you know, just crap. That's all she wants. I feel like there's a teensy up there. Not down there. She knows what she put in it. I need to make more bread, actually. I'm going down to... Oh, Charlotte's little friend is FaceTiming me. Oh, that gives us an exit. Yeah. Oh, that was bad. Sorry. Oh, no, it's leaving. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. The last goldfish box we had was crappy. I didn't eat any of them until probably...
How do you feel about this box?
This box is way better. It is way better. It was just a lemon of a box. I like goldfish for the most part, but the last box we got was just not good. It just was crappy. And I was like, hopefully this is not a change in the like recipe. Hopefully this is like a one box and that's it kind of deal. Yeah, this box, oh man, this box seems to be better. Yeah, just freaking crap. But it's pretty clear that like we're putting things in our food that other countries have banned, like food dyes and things like that. And so that's obviously problematic. I don't have a problem with that, but we have a couple families in our church congregation that are dye free because they say it exacerbates their kids' ADHD or whatever, which I can totally see. But it does make things difficult when we have, you know, like youth activities and we're trying to, oh man, oh, that was dumb. Hey, it's T. Scheidler. And hey, some of the stuff we've banned is probably coming back. Really? We've banned? I mean, I don't know. All I know is we've just got a couple families in our congregation that don't eat dye. Okay. This music. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was okay. That one big family won't drink orange soda, but I chugged that by the liter. Yeah, no, they don't eat any dyes in any of their food, so they can't, you know, so they can't eat things like Cheetos, Doritos, anything like that. And you know, that must be hard. It must be really hard to shop for. Like, I totally get it, but you know, obviously if it is for the benefit of your kids and your family, I'm grateful we don't have to have any sort of dietary restrictions like that because I already find grocery shopping exhausting enough as it is, and trying to come up with different things for dinner and different things for, like, Auden just wants to snack all day long. She doesn't want any real food. She just wants to snack. And so at breakfast time, she'll be like, I think I just want some crackers. I'm like, no, come on, let's actually eat some food. No, I don't want to eat real food. I just want goldfish. No, I'm not just gonna give you goldfish. Aw, why? That's what she says. Because, like, you can have goldfish. Well, my whole deal is, goldfish are anytime food, or goldfish are sometimes foods. But like strawberries, luckily she really loves strawberries. Strawberries are an anytime food, but then that comes back to bite me in the butt because then if she doesn't want to eat my dinner, I'll say, okay, well, I'm not getting you anything else. And then she'll say, well, what about strawberries? Strawberries are an anytime food. And I'm going, well, okay, you're not wrong. You're right. That is, I did say it was an anytime food, but gosh dang it. Oh, what would I rather have? I don't get either one. That's enough politics for me. It's fair. All I've heard from that family in particular was they were saying something about some like food dye being banned or something like that. But I was like, well, I don't know. I have no idea. I haven't heard anything. So I'm just grateful. Like I said, my heart goes out to people that have to, you know, whether it's with gluten allergies or whatever it is. Like this is the worst part. I hate this part. Anytime foods do not count when someone has gone to the trouble of making something else. That is a good point. Oh my gosh, also, my dad sent me a Facebook video that has changed my life. this mom was like, toddlers go through a stage where they suddenly want to do everything for themselves and they're very independent and they want to utilize their autonomy and they want to make their own decisions and they want to, they want to do everything on their own. A toddler will never ask you, or you can never ask a toddler to do something. I cannot believe I just screwed that whole thing up. She said, a toddler will never do something that they are asked to. So I do not ask my toddler if they would do something. What I will do is I will ask my toddler if they think they are strong enough to do something, if they are tall enough to do something, if they are brave enough to do something. And I was like, oh my gosh. So this morning we get home from taking Charlotte to school and I am trying to get ready to go on a walk because I want to get out before it gets too hot. And I know she has to go to the bathroom because she hasn't gone all morning and she didn't go last night. So I was like, do you need to go potty? And she goes, no. And I said, okay, well, why don't you just go potty right now? And she goes, no, I don't need to. And she wasn't mad, but she was just like, I don't need to. And so I said, do you think you're not tall enough to reach the potty? Which is stupid because she's reached the toilet so many times by herself. And she looked at me and she goes, I am. And I said, oh, you are? And she was like, yeah. And she walked straight into the bathroom to prove it to me. And this lady in the video was like, toddlers are dying to prove that they are brave, tall, smart, whatever. And I thought, I hope I'm not causing issues. Like gaslighting, I hope I'm not. But I was just like, oh, do you think you're not tall enough? Is that why you don't want to go? I am. It's like, okay. So fast forward a little bit later, she has all these, like, she got this little STEM kit where she can build flowers for her birthday. And she had all the flowers out because she and Charlotte had watched, they had made all the flowers yesterday. And so they were just like sitting, they were all neat, but I needed her to put them away. And she wanted to earn a nerd gummy. And I said, okay, well, you can put all your flowers away. And she said, oh, Mama, I don't think I can do that. And I said, oh, really? Do you think you're not, what did I say? I said something like, oh, well, maybe those flowers are just too heavy for you or something along those lines. And she goes, and she immediately went and did it. I was like, and so I came out and I was like, oh my gosh, Charlotte, or who are you? Auden. I was like, oh my gosh, Auden, I can't believe it. You actually did it. And she was like, I did do it. And then she cut up a bunch of paper in the office and it was all over the floor. And I said, Auden, Mama needs to work. I need you to clean up what you've cut up here. And she was like, oh, Mama. And then she goes, oh, Mama, I just, that's too much pressure. I think that's too much pressure for me. And I said, oh, is that too much pressure for you? And she goes, yeah, I think I have pressure. I think I have enough pressure to go potty on the big potty. And that's as much pressure as I have. I was like, oh, okay. And then I said, well, maybe you don't think you can pick up all the stuff that you did fast enough. Do you think you're fast enough to pick it up in like less than 30 seconds? And she was like, yes. And then she did it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've unlocked the secret. But I do kind of feel slightly guilty because I don't want her to think that I don't want to be gaslighting, but at the same time, I'm trying to help her almost have it be like her idea, almost. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like, well, maybe you're just not. You tickle her if she doesn't do something? Yeah, that doesn't fly for Auden. She's gotta. I mean, Ander will use the stern voice, but Ander is not the one that is home with her as often. And so I was like, I gotta find something. And then of course she started to throw a tantrum in the car today, and I felt really bad because she started to cry about some reason that made no sense, but it made sense in her head. And I was frustrated because part of the reason yesterday was a bad day was because she was just like constantly upset and was just constantly crying and upset about pretty much everything. And so she was just throwing all these fits. And I was just tired of it. And so in the car today, I was like, Auden, if you keep throwing these fits, we're going to have to throw away some of your stuffies. And I realized that was a really bad claim to make because that just made her more upset. And she was like, no, but those stuffies are mine. And I was like, okay, all right. You're right. That was a bad call. That was a bad call. And I apologized. And I said, I'm really sorry. We won't do that. But if you decide to not be respectful to mama, and I've stopped telling her that she's not listening because she is listening. She's just ignoring me. So I don't say, are you not listening to mama? Or I don't say, you need to listen to mama. I'll say, no, you are being rude. You are ignoring me. I know you can hear me and you are ignoring me. So I was like, all right, well, if you're going to ignore me and you're not going to be very respectful, then one of your stuffies is going to go to jail. We haven't ever had to do... My kids, no, I'm too slow. It's hard. You should do it, Dad. Yeah, I don't want to give her some complex. I don't want her to think that I'm constantly like undermining her or what's the term? Like, I think she's not capable of things, but
You just ask her, are you brave enough?
yeah, and that's what I do. I'll be like, oh, do you think you're fast enough? Do you think you're tall enough? And then when she does it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you are tall enough. That's amazing. You know, so I guess Andrew's right. It's all about how you word it. I know, didgeridoo.
You don't want to be like,
I don't think you're tall enough.
not
Or
sure if you're tall enough.
I think that's what I said. I think I was like, do you think you're tall enough to do that? Or do you think you're brave enough to do that? Or whatever. But I told the story. I told this to Andrew a couple nights ago during one of our youth activities. One of the girls came out to me while I was talking to the missionaries about this new girl that's in our congregation that we're trying to kind of fellowship into our, like, help her feel included. And she came out to me and she goes, what are you guys talking about? She's like 14. And I said, well, apparently there's a new girl in our ward and we need to fellowship her and like make her feel welcome. And she goes, what are you even talking about? And I looked at her and I said, are you even listening to me? And she hesitated for a second and went, no. And I was like, then don't ask dumb questions if you're not going to sit and listen to me. Go. If you're not going to listen to my answer, then don't ask dumb questions. If you've decided you're not going to listen to me, go away. Like, I said it in a loving way, but I was like, come on, like, let's be smart here. Don't just come up to me and ask me a question and then deliberately ignore my answer and then be like, what are you talking about? That's rude. And, you know, some of our kids, some of our girls are come from family situations that are not ideal. And so I may be the one person or maybe, one of the only adults that's like, that's really not cool behavior. Like, nobody wants to be around somebody that's gonna talk to them that way. If you're gonna ask questions and then deliberately just not listen to the answer, then that's not a very good look. I was just irritated, but you know what? I was irritated for she's a challenging one. I'll just say that. Here's the Granny's World Tour. So this is another music level. But this is not the Land of the Living Dead, which was my personal favorite from Origins. They didn't include it in this one. I don't really know why. I don't think I told her that the question was a dumb question. I think I just said, okay, well then don't ask questions if you are not going to listen to the answer. And if you're just gonna like zone out, like that's not, because I didn't want to be a total jerk, but I wanted her to know that behavior is not okay. Because she came and interrupted me. What are you guys talking about? And I answered her question and she wouldn't. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't fly with me. Come on. You're acting childish. And I think I think she's acting childish because I think she thinks it's funny and she thinks it's cool, but it's not. So I have to tell my kiddo when she's being rude to her mom that I will not tolerate it. That, cue stern voice, she will get into trouble with me for treating her mom that way. Well, yeah, not being respectful comes in many shapes and sizes. And I also realize that I have a toddler. It's not like I'm talking to, like, Charlotte is different. Does your kiddo ask you to make food and when you make it, she doesn't eat it? She does. She has done that before and that irritates the heck out of me. Charlotte has never done that, or at least not since she was like a super little, like a toddler herself. But Charlotte doesn't. Charlotte eats most things that I make now, but yesterday I made Auden, she was like, I want goldfish for breakfast. And I said, no, I will make you toast and I will put grape jelly on the toast. Now I should have known better because she doesn't like homemade bread. So I was kind of sort of causing problems for myself there, but I made her toast with grape jelly on it. And, and then she was like, I don't like homemade bread. And I was like, well, you can't have goldfish. So maybe we can make something else. And she was like, no, I just want goldfish. And I said, we're not having goldfish. And so then she said, can I have an orange? That's an anytime food. I was like, okay, sure. Like a mandarin orange. So I cut it up and then I put it on her plate. And then she refused to eat it because she said something was wrong with it or whatever, but nothing was wrong with it. And so it's times like that. But she did have a bad habit. Every time she asked me what we were having for dinner, I would say, oh, we're having spaghetti or something. And she would go, ugh. And I finally came down on that and was like, that is really disrespectful and rude. You don't do that to somebody that just made food for you. That's not nice. You don't have to have the sauce with it. You can just have buttered noodles if you want, but I'm not making something different. I'm not a short order cook. And she did learn that that was rude. And I don't want to be like, well, you're hurting my feeling. Like, I don't want to be like that, but I'm just like, that's not how you treat people. That's not very nice. When somebody has taken time to cook food for you, you don't go, bleh. That's just rude. And obviously every parent is different, but I would not tolerate that. And then of course there's the whole bedtime routine of like her running and hiding. She doesn't want to like go to bed, and so she'll run and hide. And that drives me nuts. So Anders the one that has to come in and be like, Auden, if you don't come out from underneath that bed within 5 seconds, we are not reading any stories or something like that. I never yell, but... So last night I had such a rough, like long day. Oh, I missed that. I had such a rough, like long day that I walked down to a restaurant and got an ice cream by myself. Just walked down there by myself because I was like, I can't be in my house right now. It's too much. Auden was giving me a hard time at bedtime, coming out of her room, all these different things. And I was just like, I can't even focus on what's going on. Oh my gosh. So I sat and read my book at a restaurant and just ate a little concrete. Oh my gosh. I think I did it. Maybe? No. There, we did it. Yeah! Sword art! How's it going? Okay, see what I mean? The 8-bit levels are more challenging than the regular ones. I got a vanilla concrete with I don't want to be too loud because Anders in here. I tell you what, I'll do the teensy dance. Ready? Oh, I need to hold on. Can I like I don't know if I can make my camera bigger. Hold on. I'll do the teensy dance. Oh, okay, thanks. Love you. I can't be too I don't want to be too loud with you in here. Oh, but now I can't hear it. I'm just trying to dance to it. Anders should do the teensy dance. Okay, ready? Ah! You can't really see my back. Yeah, this fisheye camera view, it's because it's an 8-bit level. So the first level doesn't have any of that, and then they do the 8-bit remix, which makes everything like twice as hard. All right. We did it! We beat the 8-bit level! We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. No eating here tonight. No, no, no eating here tonight. No, no, no eating here tonight. You're on a diet. Concrete is ice cream with candy blended into it, like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. A concrete. It's like super thick, almost like custard with candy blended into it. It was $5.40 for a mini size. because we can't have nice things anymore. Rocky Road mixed with mint chocolate chip. That sounds yummy. Yeah, I had vanilla mixed with. Oh, okay. See what I mean? You got to remember what the level is because they make it so you can't even see. Might as well be doing this blindfolded. I forgot about this. I can barely see anything. I can do it. Oh. Oh my gosh. I gotta look ahead, man. The music sounds so bad. I can't see anything. Love you. Oh, I forgot about this. I thought it was just this black and white kind of weird view, but this is nuts. Oh, we missed a whole row of teensies. Oh, biscuits. Oh, shoot. I can't even see what's going on. Bye, Lindsay. Thanks for being here. Oh, and you have to start all the way from the beginning? Oh, they're nicer to you in the original musical level because you start like halfway through. Apparently not these ones. Dude. Okay. We can do this. I do like the 8-bit versions. They're fun. Maybe this time I can get that row of teensies, but man, I don't even... I gotta listen to the music. Jump at the right time. I can barely see. Just barely. Oh, shoot. I missed some lumps there. That's okay. Oh, we got him. Okay. Now we have to, now we got to finish it. Now we got to finish it out. Oh, there's frogs. Okay. I think we did it. Yeah. Okay. A Butterfinger in vanilla ice cream is also amazing. It's like you take like Reese's peanut butter cups, crush them all up, and then just mix them up in ice cream. Dairy Queen has this thing where, like, when you order a Blizzard from them, they'll turn it upside down to show that it's so thick it doesn't come spilling out of the cup. It's so good. Dairy Queen, when I was living in Idaho, Dairy Queen actually had a Nerds Blizzard that was really good that I've never found anywhere else. This place is probably more expensive than other places. I probably could have gotten a bigger size for the same amount of money at Dairy Queen, but I couldn't walk to Dairy Queen. So I was just like, whatever. Was it freezing? Were you sleeping on a pillow made of concrete? Did the ice cream evenly flow when it was melted? So good. So good. Yeah, see? So they changed the camera angles, or the camera, so you can't even freaking tell what's going on. So if you thought the first version of this song was great, I do love the 8-bit version as well. It's great. I need to put this on a playlist on my phone. I just love video game music design. I think it's just amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Oh, this hurts my brain. Oh my gosh. dang it. I gotta start all the way from the beginning. No Dairy Queens in Europe. You know what? Dairy Queen does not have like amazing food, but they do have really good sweet treats. And they do, they had a really good, they do like chocolate dipped cones. So they dip the vanilla ice cream cone in melted chocolate and then it hardens because it cools on the ice cream cone. So it makes like a shell. Last summer, they had a funfetti dip that was divine. It was so good. We used to get it like every day coming home from Charlotte's swimming lessons. There was a Dairy Queen right on the corner from where we used to take her for her swimming lessons. And I was like, all right, we're gonna, like, we waited in the parking lot for them to open multiple times because we were like, we need our funfetti dipped cones. It was so good. Auden didn't really like them, but I've told Auden so many times, I'm like, dude, you'll like this. If you try, like, it's ice cream. What do you mean you're not gonna like it? She just won't, she won't try anything new. And so I kept telling her that she would probably like those Rolos, but she wouldn't ever try them. And then finally, she got her hands on the bag and tried them herself. And she was like, I love those. And I was like, yeah, you think Mama's lying to you? And I'm telling you that you'll like them? They're candy. Of course you're going to like them. Of course you are. I made it almost to the very end. And then... Ooh, that was close. Okay, we can do this. It's fine. It's totally fine. Oh, I missed some lumps. Yeah. I can't see. Oh, okay. I think we did it. And then when you go back to the animation, you're like, oh, it's like going from like no glasses to glasses all of a sudden. Amazing. They're such great levels. They are my favorite levels out of the whole game for sure. These ones. And this is where I'll leave it because I got to get ready to go to my activity tonight and I have to stop by Walmart and get a freaking, what's it called? Track phone SIM card. But anyway. I love, see, and they all have 5 skulls. Oh, really? We're only, oh no, wait. We do have, who is this? That looks like a teensy. 826 teensies. So you have to get every single teensy. Okay, I did not know that was a real song. So shout out to Hayes for sharing that because on the Discord, because I did not realize that was a real song. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be it for me today. I appreciate everybody being here and coming and hanging out. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. There's a song that goes hoo 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 hoo, and that's what the glue glue song is, but they changed it to glue glue. Glue 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 glue. I didn't know it was a real song, but Hayes posted it in the musical intoxication, like in the Discord, and I was yesterday years old when I realized that was an actual song. I don't remember who sang it. But today was great. Today was great. And today was just an overall better, like I just had a better day today. And maybe it was my own attitude adjustment. I don't really know. Maybe I was able to just kind of, I've never seen Kill Bill. No, no. Maybe it was just an attitude adjustment on my part. Maybe it was just a matter of me kind of letting some things go and just allowing things to happen and understanding that I only have so much control over things. Maybe it was me feeling tired. I'm not really sure, but I felt better today. I didn't feel super productive this morning, but I am in a better mood than I was today. Yesterday was just a really hard day. I'm not really sure why, but it just kind of was. But, you know, we all have days like that. And I'm normally a pretty positive person, but, you know, I can have kind of cloudy days and have cloudy times where I don't feel as happy or whatever. And I feel overstimulated or over well, I remember when Ander was bishop and I was struggling a lot with his responsibilities and with his responsibilities, the responsibilities that came to me as well. And I realized that those things weren't going to change, but what I could change was my attitude about it. And so I just decided to start thinking differently about it. And instead of being resentful and instead of feeling angry, I just thought to myself, well, then I need to make the choice to either spend more time with friends outside the house, or I need to schedule more play dates, or I need to I can make changes with the things that I can control instead of the things I can't. I can't change what Anders' responsibilities are because this is just what comes with him being bishop of our church congregation. But I can change the fact that I'm stuck. Like, I feel like I'm in my house all day, and I can go out and meet friends, and I can make more plans with people, and I can maybe, instead of doing a Walmart grocery order and going to pick it up, I can take Auden with me and we can spend some time at the grocery store, and then I won't feel like the morning drags on so much, So just, I'm not saying it's easy, because it was hard, but I had to make an adjustment, and I had to kind of decide. And then I started to kind of appreciate his responsibilities and whatnot for what they were. And when he was finally asked to step down because our two congregations merged, and so he was basically released from his responsibilities. Years ago, I would have thought, he was released 6 months earlier than he would have been. And I was like, if you'd asked me 2 years ago how I would have felt if my husband had been released 6 months early, I probably would have partied, thrown a big party. And now but because of my attitude adjustment and shifting the way I looked at things and shifting how I kind of responded to things, I didn't feel that way at all. I won't say that I wasn't relieved. I think even Andrew was relieved, because it was a hard stint, but I wasn't as whoa, as I thought I was going to be, because I had kind of learned to accept it and learned to kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's your dude that matters. Although she does know the 5-point palm exploding heart technique, which makes me suspicious. I do? I know the whooshy finger hold. Skadoosh. And once again, for getting me through some chores. Before I tuned in here, I was pretty much stationary. Really? If I can help people get up and move around, I think that's great. And you know what? Getting up and moving around looks different for everybody, and I will not gatekeep just like movement. I've said this before, but I've seen the reel that's like, white girls will do anything rather than lift a weight or whatever, because they have all these weird classes of doing like aerial acrobatics or whatever. Not aerial acrobatics, that's what Mac does. The thing where you're on like a stretchy band and you're running and like jumping and then coming back down and running and jumping, or jumping on trampolines or whatever. And people commented on the video of a bunch of women working out in a class like that. That was kind of an unconventional exercise class, and they were like, man, white girls will do anything to not lift a weight or something. And I thought, why are we gatekeeping movement and exercise? Like, why not what makes you happy and what gets you moving? And if that's what gets you moving, great. I'm not going to sit here and be like, actually, like, what a stupid way to burn calories. Look, man, if it burns calories and if it makes you feel good, burning calories, exercising gives you exercising gives you endorphins. Endorphins make you happy, and happy people don't kill their husbands. So endorphins, if you can get them in whatever way, I think that's great. Andrew gatekeeping movement to fishing intensifies. Andrew doesn't gatekeep. Well, maybe he gatekeeps some things with fishing. I don't know. But just remember how important you are and how much you matter. I kind of went off on a little spiel yesterday about how grateful I am for this community, for the the support and the generosity and just the kindness of everybody here, and this space that I have to, and just the kind of understanding for when I maybe do have off days. I just really appreciate that. And it's Scarecrow. You'll do fine with the Samsung. There's a big back button and everything. It's great. You're going to love it. Well, if I can get a working SIM card, I didn't know I needed a new SIM card, but hopefully I can go get one of those. Either before the activities tonight or maybe after, I don't know, but apparently I need a new SIM card. I didn't realize that. I thought, silly me, that I could just take the SIM card out of this one and just boop, put it in the other one. But apparently TrackPhone is like, no, we need a new SIM card to like connect with your phone. Okay. All right. But the phone sure is pretty, so I just have to get it activated. So you guys are important and you matter, and I appreciate it. I hope I can I'm so glad, Wolf. I hope I can make people's days shorter if you're at work and you'd rather not be there, I love streaming. I love playing games, especially this one. It's so silly and it's so fun. And just choose kindness. Just remember to choose kindness, because you never know what people are going through, and you never know how much people have struggled in their lives or how much they're struggling right now. And everybody can use an extra hand, you know? So I appreciate all of you guys so much. You guys are wonderful human beings. Stay excellent. And okay, no stream tomorrow because it's Thursday, but I'll be back on Friday. And Friday we will revisit Skyward Sword. We just got to the Earth Temple, so that's exciting. And I love the music there, and I'm sure it'll be a great time. I don't remember the boss fight. I don't think I do, but maybe I'm wrong. I never know. But anyway, so I'll see you guys on Friday. Keep on duding. Yes, indeed. And just thank you for being wonderful human beings. And I'll see all you guys on Friday. Pizza day. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. See you later. It doesn't matter. It's in the past. It's not over. It's not done till it's not over till it's what?